Hey, welcome to a very special edition of Microphones of Madness Showcase, DVD 5E, Chapter 3. It's Rodney's circus, where his monkeys take it away.
Dance, monkey, dance. All right, so you guys travel back from Holston Wall to the city of Paxton. They were very happy to see you go, even though they were thankful for killing the Yuan Ti. They were especially happy to see Iago go. Because they're bastards that way in that town.
Early.
Town full of fucks with orange hair.
Yeah. Now, you guys are back at the Broken Cutlass Tavern. Even though the atmosphere there is jovial and exciting and lighthearted and fun, Sojun still weighs on your mind, Jiraiya.
It certainly does.
So you guys are sitting there.
It's a noisy tavern.
It's a noisy tavern, whatever you happen to be doing.
Apparently let in underage drinkers.
What time of day is it?
It's a halfling now. What time of day is it?
Yes.
It's right about lunchtime.
Keep them coming.
No.
I'll have some soup, please.
Yeah. Having a drink, making occasional magical puff of smoke up here.
Go do that magic-y stuff over there. You're not ruining the food.
I will have a tall glass of milk, please.
Milk.
Everything in the tavern stops and everybody stares at it.
What kind of milk would you like?
Cow's milk, please.
Cow's milk.
Oh.
All right. So the server takes your orders, goes back to the back, comes back a little while later with your whatever you guys ordered. And you're eating. Nom, 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 nom.
This is some delicious soup.
Some delicious soup.
Steak and kidney pie.
Learned some new magic recently.
So, guys, I've learned some new spells.
Pretty much.
After he says that, Tannis looks at him for a second, takes her plate, her mug, and she gets up and walks to another side of the bar.
Hey, I've decided to play the dopey cleric.
And what
Go ahead.
sort of spells did your deity bless upon you? Oh, Rex.
Well, I can now bless the entire party and make everybody feel a bit better when we are in the heat of battle.
Does that work for atheists as well, or just for soup believers?
It works for everyone.
Oh, excellent.
Food does not discriminate against non-believers. And also I have a fireball because apparently this man does not have one.
I'm just a plain, simple, ordinary magic user.
Probably because fire doesn't work well underground. Uses up all the oxygen. Their whole civilization would die.
Now, it is not necessarily fireball, so to speak, but it is a flaming sphere. Yes.
That
So
would
it
be
is a fireball.
fireball.
No,
There's not enough ale in the world.
flaming sphere.
Oh, the joy. It's a sphere. It's on fire. Does it come with a racket?
So while you guys are discussing your mysterious new powers that have manifested on the trip back to town, give me a perception roll.
Yes, let me see if I perceive what's going on.
Let's see here.
Oh, I got a 5.
I got a
I rolled a
23.
3. I rolled a 3.
I got 10.
Oblivious.
Well, while Imperius is talking about his flaming sphere, Jiraiya and Tanis notice a group of armored men in blue cloaks have entered the tavern.
Do we know if these blue cloaks are insignia or do they signify a faction or anything?
Yeah, well,
Are they
Yeah.
the city guard?
you know, they are the Imperial Army.
Ah. Take it it's not
They
usual.
start, they kind of spread out and they start asking around people in the tavern and whatnot. You know, they couple patrons nod towards your direction.
Always something.
Hide the drow.
They can have the drow. I don't care.
Hide the drow.
I put the hood over his head. And I said, put your head down.
Yago, don't you have to pee really badly?
Yes, I do! As Yago scampers away. Far, far away.
As you try to scamper away, you are blocked by one of the Imperial soldiers.
Oh, I see that.
One comes up to the table. He is clearly wearing a very official-looking seal hanging off of his belt. He looks at you guys and asks, you know, did you guys take a contract in Halstonwall?
Was that out of character? Is that the name of the place we just came from?
Yes.
Dennis looks at him and goes, contracts usually require payment. We got nothing.
But you were in Halstonwall.
Depends.
Even if we were, that's contract or any other one would probably have a non-disclosure agreement. So we could not discuss this matter. Yeah.
He removes the seal off his belt, places it on the table, and he's like, "My Lord Dragonborn, this is not a question. I am here under the authority of the throne itself. Do not evade me. Answer the question."
Wait, does throne translate into common as Cheeto sucker?
No.
Okay. Because in East it means Cheeto sucker.
No, the Emperor is not called by their name. They're called the throne, the Emperor, stuff like that. There's no common name for the crown.
Well, we've taken no contracts.
You've taken no contracts.
Nope.
But you were in Halstonwall recently.
They're in the woods.
We were a lot of places recently. Why Halstonwall?
It's a simple question.
So's mine.
So was ours.
Yes or no. The answer to your question can only be revealed if you answer mine. Otherwise, it's not important.
Sure, we were in Halstonwall.
It's not important. She said, "Pardon me, another ale."
Well, I don't know about these other people who I'm sharing a table with randomly, but I was in Halstonwall.
You were.
It's a shithole.
And the guard picks it up claps his hand. He goes, "My Lord D." And a man comes in with a very long beard, very long mustache, a hat, and long robes. And he comes up and he takes a seat, orders an ale, and the server brings it to him. He starts drinking. He's like, "So you were in Holstonwall recently?"
That's what I said.
Yes. Very good. Very good. I need you to come with me to the palace.
Need to ask why.
Because there's something very important that needs to be discussed. And I'm assuming that if you were in Holstonwall recently, you have witnessed it.
Not really interested in talking about Holstonwall, honestly.
Well, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't be very interested in talking about Holstonwall either. Place is a shithole.
That's what I said.
I agree. However, what did you encounter in Holstonwall?
We encountered a bunch of disenfranchised people who your empire decided not to protect.
There's a reason for that. And if you will join me at the palace, that will be revealed.
My friend does not need to go with you. Unless he wills it. Yes.
Now, gentlemen, ladies, Tiefling, I am asking politely. My name is Magistrate D, and I do have the power to drag you to the Imperial Palace. I would rather not have to, because you guys have been in Holstonwall, and judging by the look of your knuckles, your armor, and that rather large rip on the Drow's cloak, you guys have seen exactly what I suspect you seen.
Drow ran into a tree.
That was rather amusing.
I'm sure it was.
Not that I recall.
Now, this sounds like a joke. And I'm not in habit of doing things for no profit. I just felt bad for old man.
Well, there could be a job. However, what we're trying to do right now is ascertain some intelligence.
You
And
came to
we-
the wrong place.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. There will be free food.
Well, you pay my bar tab.
What kind of food?
What kind of free food? He looks around the table. He goes, soup.
Don't care
I'll
about
go with
food.
you.
Will you pay my bar tab?
Yes,
He snaps his fingers. The really official looking guy in the armor runs up to the bar, throws a handful of coins on the table, on the bar.
And the waitress goes, "Wait, that's not enough." She's been here a while.
You don't know what kind of coins he threw on the table.
That's true. I don't know.
they're probably Electrum.
Now, are we quite satisfied, or
You had me at soup.
Sure.
Very well.
You had me an invitation. Like it's
Oh yeah, and Iago doesn't get thrown in jail because he's a drow.
No, he doesn't get thrown in jail because he's a drow.
Okay.
If he does something stupid, we don't care what you do to a person.
We are law and order in this town. If you do not break any laws, you do not go to jail just for the way you look.
yeah.
Sometimes that's against the
You
law.
hear that, Dark One? Don't do anything stupid.
Yago Clearwater has never broken a single law.
At once.
Right.
The judge looks at you,
It usually comes in clusters.
raises an eyebrow, and kind of smirks before getting up and leaving. The soldiers kind of cluster around you to escort you to the palace.
Oh.
Boy, Dwarf, your beard seems to be coming back in nicely. Sorry about the other night.
Oh, you fucking wench.
You know you liked it.
He very self-consciously rubs his stubble. And he still has that one section of mustache that hangs down half of his face. So you guys are escorted to the palace. It is a large affair, as palaces are. You're brought in through the gardens and into a grand hall of columns and marble, silk banners fluttering. And through the hall, then you're led to another smaller room with several tables. And as you look around, there are a couple of other groups of adventurers and some folks in green cloaks kind of huddled in one corner, kind of whispering to themselves, looking around.
Do we know what the green cloak signifies?
Imperial Rangers, the elite of the elite.
There's awful big police and military presence here.
Yeah.
D looks at you and goes, "It's cheaper that way."
Cheaper than what?
Cheaper than This is a very large empire, you probably aren't aware of the geography of the land being from the east. But this is a very large territory. Cities and towns outlying some of the closer areas to the cities are protected by the Imperial Army. And the outlying regions, particularly the Jianghu Forest, is patrolled by the Imperial Rangers.
Was Hosenwald in the forest?
Holstenwall is kind of on the edge of the forest. It's kind of in an area that would technically overlap. There's no clear jurisdiction between the army and the rangers.
No?
The judge motions to a table. Please have a seat.
Point of order, we were promised soup.
Yes, in a moment. So he goes and sits. There's a dais raised up above everybody else. The judge and some of the commanding officers go and sit at the dais. Food is brought out. A spread like you guys have never seen. There is plenty of soup, several different kinds.
A bisque.
Sauces of untold number.
Yes. Also, there is various meats. Few kegs of ale are rolled out. Bottles of wine are brought out. I mean, it is a spread. You guys have never seen this much food in one place.
One does not make feasts like this unless one is asking someone to die for it.
Whatever. Eat hearty, and a couple of grizzled fighters, armor still covered in blood. Real rough and tumble types. Tanis would like them. They just get up and they just start like ripping big pieces of meat and bread and just piling up plates. You know, greed overtaking them. That shoe's too small, baby.
You know,
You're too drunk, sir. That's not the right shoe.
And they sit down and they eat. The soldiers, the judge, you know, they get plates made for them, and the rangers come over, and you see them slice off a few hunks of meat, put it in their cloak, and slice off a little bit more to eat now.
life's hard in the woods.
It is. It is. These guys and gals are they're not like the fighters that are sharing the table with you. You know, they don't look like, you know, gruff mercenaries, but they do kind of have this like 1,000-yard stare. And if anybody wants to give me a lore or just a general intelligence check or anything like that.
I'll give it a shot.
All right.
16.
16.
Let's see.
I got an 8.
What are we rolling for?
You got an
The
8.
soup is just too good to even think about.
Soup is good food.
Yeah,
What are we rolling
John
for?
in the soup.
Rolling like a lore or an intelligence roll.
Lore.
I don't think there is a lore. History.
There's a history, though.
History, something like that. Knowledge.
Yeah.
I got 15 with the history roll.
Okay.
I got a 13 with history roll.
Okay. And Tanis, what'd you get?
16.
16.
Intelligence or history, they're the same.
All right. Yeah, Imperial Rangers are known for operating alone out in the forest. Yeah, so you see 4 in one place.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a mirror spell. Laser.
No, this is major. You don't feed random people this level of peace without wanting something very expensive from them.
Yeah, we only have such extravagance on the days when somebody passes their trials. And it's not half as big as this.
Extravagance. I've heard of such things. Unfortunately, there's usually perceived a couple of relatives dying, but that's what
All right. So while you're eating, some musicians come in. They're playing a song and whatnot. Got to make a sandwich. All this talk about food. All right. So, yeah, there's musicians. You guys can mingle with the crowd while you're eating.
So Snark's just chilling, right?
Do I?
Snark's just chilling, right?
Yeah, Snark's just kind of chilling. He's pigging out.
You got the little something here.
the silverware. Is it
He
steel?
pulls it off his face and puts it directly in his mouth.
Understandable.
Silverware? Is it steel or is it like made of precious metal by any chance?
Well, no, the plates are ceramic.
Mm-hmm.
As are the drinking cups.
Mm.
The silverware is, just standard steel.
Just remember, Drow, they won't arrest you for being you.
Oh, yes.
And I don't care what they do to you.
Never fear, good friend. Iago Clearwater has never committed a crime.
Just keep telling yourself that.
Not that there hasn't been temptation, but that's a different story.
Is that because the Drow laws are more lenient than the laws of the Empire?
Technically, you didn't steal it if you didn't get caught.
Technically, it wasn't thievery because that's not a crime where you come from.
Nah, you just hadn't been caught yet. That's the difference.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. Yes, I mean, if a tree falls in the woods, does anyone hear it? That sort of thing. Yes.
Of course, someone hears it.
If no one's there, doesn't make a sound. Does anyone hear it?
See, the problem is where we are, there's always someone there to hear.
Yeah, see, if a tree falls in the forest, then a ranger hears it.
One of the fighters next to you he loves that joke. How right you are. Well, I remember this one time. I was part of a mercenary band. We were haranguing some people outside of a little village out in the woods. Robbed them. You know, we thought, little quick coin, no big deal. Next thing we know, we go to sleep, wake up in the morning, bound and gagged. One ranger standing there, counting the purses that we had taken.
You see that, friend Drow? There's 4 of them here. How is Matt looking to you now?
My band was 8 of the toughest dogs you've ever seen.
I would also like to point out you almost died to a tree earlier.
Yes, that was a horrible mistake, actually.
You fought an ant, didn't you?
Oh,
He did anyway. We were fine.
Nasty bastards, those.
It beat itself to death, oddly enough, for some reason. Imagine mine.
Yeah.
Well, friend mercenary, you should try this soup.
Oh yes, I will.
It is delightful.
Oh, what kind of soup is that?
It's a bisque.
Oh, what's that?
Just eat it.
It's a thicker soup.
They'll go on for hours. Just eat it.
Usually with a cream base.
Cream base. What? No way. Where's your clothes? Where are your clothes?
Well, she told you. She took it off.
Thank you, baby.
For me?
Hold you? Okay, come here.
For me. Yeah, hold me. Yeah, Daddy.
Thank you, baby. All right, let me tell the story. So while you guys are finishing up eating, the mercenary goes and gets some of the soup. They're, oh yeah, that's really good stuff.
It's gone.
It is gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
And
It's gone.
the judge stands up and the rangers and all, they kind of like drift back toward the corner, paying attention to the dais. Everybody else in the room kind of turns around and they're looking. The soldiers are at attention.
Does Flip Wilson come out and go, here come the judge?
No. Judge is already there.
Sock it to me.
So
Yes, Daddy.
he is
Yes, Daddy.
yes, baby. He looks
Yes, Grand.
yeah. Hold on a moment, guys.
We shall eat soup.
I
The judge was hijacked by a small child.
We in a dark wood?
What?
You know what?
Are we in like a dark wood?
We're in a castle.
We're in a castle.
Yeah. I thought we were in the woods because there were rangers. I was like,
No,
they're
they're
we're in a
here
mountain.
for the same reason we're here, probably.
Okay.
I didn't realize we were still in the fucking castle.
I think someone spiked. I believe someone spiked your move drink.
Somebody had to go and make a sandwich, so we had to role play eating.
Yes.
Really? Because the Eric left? Because the medic left?
Yes.
So we didn't have to repeat ourselves for the actual plot that's coming up.
Oh, okay.
I have some roast beast.
The judge stands up. Everybody, you know, all the soldiers and whatnot stand at attention. The rangers kind of drift off to their corner. They're standing at attention, intently looking at the judge. All the other mercenaries and hardened veterans that you see in the room, they don't really stand up and, you know, stand at attention or anything, but you can tell that they are looking quite intently at the judge. And the judge reaches into his sleeve and pulls out half of a ball, to which Snart seems to like visibly get apprehensive about.
What's the problem, Red?
You don't recognize that?
Does it look like the thing that we fought in the cave?
Yes, he's holding a piece of an orb of corruption in his hand.
Oh.
He's dead, yes. It won't do anything since we broke it, right?
The reason you all are here is because I believe that each of you have had contact with one of these. And he goes from like one side to the other. And he's watching your reactions. And he stops at you guys just for a second because Snart is just like, he's kind of like almost backing away from it. And then he just continues on.
How do you even get by as a thief if you can't hold your emotions close to your chest?
That's an orb of corruption, man. I wouldn't even touch that shit if somebody tried to hand it to me.
I mean, he touched it and he's fine.
We just broke one.
Yes.
It's okay. And the judge says it's fine. This one has been destroyed, much like I'm sure the ones that you have encountered were destroyed. And I can understand the Tiefling's response to this. This is an artifact of pure evil. And several points across the country, you guys have encountered one of these. The Emperor is very concerned about these things and what they could possibly mean. And we don't know. So anything you can tell us about your respective incidents, we would greatly appreciate in order to piece this together. So he starts on one side of the room, and you got the soda. Very good. Goes across the room. Each of them tell a story very similar to what you guys happened to you. They were called to a village in somewhere out in the wild. They were being attacked by monsters. The monsters they were being attacked by are different every time, but the scenario is always the same. Certain cities across the country. What? Yes.
She asked you, why would you not talk to her?
I know. Because I'm on the show, baby. Can you see?
The dreaded wind has effect.
Yes. Do you want to play?
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Yes.
Probably be more useful than our drow is.
It gets to you guys.
Sorry. What's
It
going
gets
on
to
here?
you guys, and
He fell asleep.
damn, man. You're making
It's
me
not
feel
even late yet.
It's just now 10 o'clock. All right, so the judge goes down the list. Everybody tells their story. All of them very similar, except for the creatures that were kidnapping the villagers. But the MOs is always the same. The villagers are being kidnapped. You never see them again. And each village, the land had been corrupted by one of the orbs.
Did anybody mention seeing a monk?
Excuse me?
No, I'm not. I'm saying this. Do any of their stories involve
No.
seeing a monk?
No.
Did any of them say they saw anybody?
No, none of them witness any talk about any type of confrontations. I mean, other than the creatures, and the guardians of the orbs. In fact, the grizzled mercenaries sitting next to you at the table, as they're telling their story, they talk about their magic user, Clark.
Did his last name happen to be Kent?
No, his name is Clark. And as they say that, they bow their heads and raise a glass. And
I was ass kicked by an ant too. Huh?
No, Shadow Demon.
Yeah, those are rather nasty.
They are hard to magic.
They were quite hard to magic. Magic user died. Yeah, so none of them do that, and it comes to your turn to tell the story. And you guys can tell me what you relate to the judge.
You let the time do it.
Let the who tell it? Say what, Steve?
We let the timeline.
Right. Okay.
No, I figured we would let you tell it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys don't have to actually tell the complete story. You can.
I was like, I don't really. If I tell them this is going to be straightforward, this is what happened. I don't know if Jiraiya doesn't want to tell them about the monk or anything. Not that Tanis particularly cares one way or the other.
Right. That's up to you guys. I mean, that's the only thing that happened to you guys differently.
Well, Yaga will definitely mention the monks if the other knows that it's not, or that you would object to mention them.
Right, I think that takes care of what we tell them because Iago's probably the loud mouth that starts talking first.
Okay.
We just let him.
I was wandering through the woods peacefully when I was accosted by.
Everybody's rolling their eyes at him.
Right.
All right. We'll make this a long story short, Judge.
All right.
Our tale is pretty much the same.
We fought snake men.
Yep.
went to woods to find out where they came from. Found a cave. There was thing in the cave. There was a weird man.
A weird man.
Yeah, he
Well,
was,
that's the thing.
As you say that, he's looking at you, but yet he's making a hand signal, and everyone quietly starts filing out of the room, and you are alone with the judge.
He was able to
The
walk.
judge comes down to your table once again, sits down next to you, and says, "Tell me about this man."
He's a monk from my order, or he was. He left in disgrace years ago.
I see. What did he say anything to you?
He was my master.
he didn't seem worried that we were doing anything.
No, and it felt like a training exercise.
Yeah, he actually told us where it was.
Yeah. Give us a monocle
Interesting.
to find the.
Yeah, he
Oh,
gave
the
us a
person.
thing to help us find it.
May I see it?
Who still has it? I don't even know who has it.
I'll magically have it. I reach into my sleeve.
Okay.
And pull out the object.
Okay. He takes it from you, rolls it over in his fingers, starts looking through it, gets the snart,
Starts going to glow.
looks over at the orb on the table. Huh. Hands it back to you. Says, "Well, that's interesting."
Yes. That's what happened. We didn't see anything else after the fight with the orb. Then
The
we
thing
came
is,
out, everything was calm.
he told us, he basically told us that he was working for somebody else. And no matter what we did there, didn't matter to their grand scheme.
I see. I would like to engage your services. All of you.
Excellent.
You sure it has to be all of us?
Oh,
I apologize. I assumed you were a company.
We are loose. We're like the defenders as opposed to the avengers.
We happened to be going the same direction last time.
Exactly.
Well, he reaches into his other sleeve, throws a leather pouch on the table between you. It's like, perhaps this will convince you to travel the same direction more frequently.
I opened the pouch up.
There are 500 pieces of gold in that pouch.
It's a lot of soup.
ooh. Excellent.
Well,
Oh.
And 500 more for good information concerning the people that your monk works for.
okay. I start splitting it up between the five of us.
Okay.
So we all get 100 apiece. Count the
Yep.
smart.
Yep.
Yes.
Everybody gets 100 gold.
Yes. Go.
As you guys are sitting there divvying up the gold, a messenger comes bursting through the door, and the judge kind of looks over his shoulder and is like, "What is it?" "Assassins, my lord. The emperor has been struck."
Wait, with all the firepower we have in here. Sorry.
The emperor has been struck. The judge gets up and hurries out of the room and basically motions for you guys to come with.
Oh, I follow him anyway. This sounds like
Oh yeah.
This sounds like something exciting.
exactly.
This sounds like a way to raise that fee.
Tannis is
Basically,
8 and drunk. She's ready to fight.
so yeah, the guards are all running around like crazy people. You know, just things are just in disarray. It's total chaos. Everybody's running around. They don't know what to do. The judge is just the crowd as he walks through. The crowd just parts as he comes through, and you guys are just kind of like swept up in his wake. You get to a chamber by, in mahogany inlaid with gold. The door seems to be completely sealed, yet a pair of soldiers now have another soldier in manacles and on his knees. The judge just walks up to the door, throws open the door. There, in resplendent, shimmering blue robes, in the middle of the floor, is a figure. There's also a pool of blood. Roll perception.
Excellent. Oh my god.
I did not make.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
They're shoes.
Wow, wow.
Ooh, I rolled a
Jariah.
17.
Jariah, what color robes do you wear?
I can't tell.
I'm blind.
Saffron.
Saffron, so kind of an orangey yellow.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not a walking stereotype or anything.
No,
Not at all.
clearly not. You're not that much of a stereotype because I've seen your inventory and you're not carrying the 10 things a monk has to carry.
Yeah.
Tannis and Iago, what did you get?
So I rolled a 17. And
rolled a
that's plus
17?
four, for the plus
Okay.
4.
I got
Imperious,
20.
I got 5.
you have 5? Okay. Tannis and Iago.
Imperious, what color are my robes?
No.
Can you tell?
Both.
Tannis and Iago.
I'm
Yeah.
colorblind,
Outside
kid.
the window, you see a flutter of orangish yellow.
I run towards it.
Okay.
Getting sword ready because Tannis goes nowhere without it.
Okay. Well, you guys were armed. They didn't make you disarm when you came in.
Running over.
I'm always armed.
Can I cast Spare the Dying on the person in front of me, or is it way too late?
I think the judge has that handled.
Okay.
He's over by the body. The figure you assume is the emperor. Tannis goes running for the window.
Could be pulling a Padme.
I'll fall behind. Sensible distance.
Okay, you'll follow behind at a sensible distance. What about you
Yeah, she
guys?
goes oi if she's running. Oi! You know, letting them know something's happening.
I'm gonna rush past her.
Okay,
Can you? I have a movement of 40.
so does he.
So we're
So you-
both booking it for the window.
All right, you're both booking it for the window.
I follow slower.
Okay. You get out. You're on like a ledge. And you see a figure that looks like it's wearing robes like yours, Jariah.
Fucking Sojin.
Water.
And he's a fair amount of distance away from you guys. Although it seems to be he's standing on the edge of a roof looking back at you.
I can set fish.
Sojin, stop this foolishness now.
He salutes, and you see the glint of steel in his hand. And
Summon that dragon again. Oh, wait.
It's still daylight, isn't it?
he's running.
I'm chasing and I yell, "The Truther's outside!"
Okay, so to chase him, you must now make a jump off of this ledge onto the rooftop below.
I'll do that.
How
I
do we
need to
do
roll.
So that's going to be
Sweet.
athletics, I believe, since there's no jump skill anymore.
that?
Well, it's either athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Because
I'll
I
give
give
you
you
acrobatics. All right, I'll give you acrobatics.
Or can I use athletics? Is one better.
Yeah, either one.
27.
All right, that's better.
That's
Still
19
daylight.
for me.
Still daylight, isn't it?
Ah, natural one.
I do it.
I got a 19.
I do
Okay.
a triple Lindy.
I fall.
All right, what about Yako? We're gonna deal with that in a second.
I'm just gonna sit there and I'm gonna sit on the roof and just watch this play out because jumping is not happening. Dark, dark boys can't jump.
All right, Walter.
All right, so Jiraiya flips off the roof onto the next, off the ledge onto the next roof. Tanis makes the jump pretty easily as well. Imperius stumbles and falls
I guess I should be sensible from now on. Just
directly.
Wilhelm screamed the whole way down.
Ah!
Okay, so you guys aren't going to try to catch him or anything?
I'll try to catch him.
Like catch
All
a
right.
priest.
All right,
Let's see.
give me a dex roll. Iago, not Iago. Imperius, give me a dex roll to try to catch his hand.
I rolled a 14.
I got an 18. 18 total.
Okay.
How much
Now
How much
roll
space?
roll a strength roll for me, Jiraiya.
Wait, as he falls, how much space is there between the two?
3.
Okay.
How much space is there between each roof area? Is it less than 20 feet?
This time, yes.
I'm going to cast web then.
You're gonna cast web. You're gonna entangle him for so many rounds.
Yeah, but it'll stop the fall at least.
Well, yeah, but I would hold off on that for a moment.
I'm still chasing.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, then yeah, you're definitely casting web if Tanis is still chasing.
Yeah.
Because that strength roll, you grab his arm, but just get yanked down too.
Don't let go.
Okay.
And all right, casting the web.
My bad.
Let's see, where is it?
Fucking amateurs.
Woo!
You guys have no idea where Snart is during all of this. You guys are falling, and a magical web just appears between the buildings, grabbing you, and you're also stuck.
I trust you're not dead yet.
No.
Make sure you check your pockets before you get out.
The web's sticky.
Um,
The web's sticky.
I haven't even looked in my bag.
They're sticky.
The web's
yeah. So what's the save to try to pull free of the web?
That's a good question. Let me take a look at that.
Yeah.
Spell DC.
Yes.
It's something. Okay.
Check.
What,
It's
like
a
8?
dexterity saving throw.
Are you
Dexter.
sure?
I think that's to avoid it.
Usually it's
No. It's during each turn, you must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained.
Okay. All right. So you guys make dex saves real quick.
Backfire on the lid.
Ah,
Christ. I rolled a 12.
I rolled a 2. I don't know where my saving throws are.
Well, your saving throw is just is D20 plus your dex bonus.
Oh, yeah, I got 2 then.
All right. So what was the DC on that?
It's
Spell DC.
Yeah,
So that'd be
10
14.
plus his level, right?
Right.
14.
So 14.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are still stuck this round. Tanis is chasing this yellow-robed figure across the building. Give me a perception check.
Goddamn perception. Why do I never roll well? It's a 7. No, that's a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
You don't see the next gap.
I don't see what.
You don't see the next gap.
Okay.
So you fall off. Give me a dex save.
No. That's a 6.
Would you like to use inspiration to roll that as at an advantage?
Sure, I would.
All right.
Doesn't matter. That's a 9.
A 9. Okay. Well, you managed to grab the ledge of a window, but you're kind of dangling there at the moment. Meanwhile, the yellow-robed figure is getting further ahead. Back to the web.
Oh, yeah.
Another dex saving throw, DC 14.
16.
Yay!
All right. Imperious
25.
points for you, the web. So as does
25.
Jiraiya. So give me athletics or acrobatics to get back up on the roof.
Athletics. 8. Shit.
20.
All right, you can't quite climb it. Jiraiya runs up the wall like Jackie Chan. So you're back on the roof. You're in the chase. Yago, what are you doing?
Well, I'm not making that jump, so
Shadow step, yeah.
and it's still bright daylight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just blinding and terrible. We're gonna wait to see how this climb
Oh, Jesus Christ. I spend 2 points a key and cast darkness on the drow.
Okay. Magical darkness?
Yeah. It's the equivalent of whatever the darkness spell does.
Right, but I don't know if
I don't think it works
that'll
like
help him
that.
see.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to help him see.
Yeah, that makes it worse. You can't see
His headache is gone, but he can't
Well,
see.
then
What?
forget
What?
it.
Where'd everybody go?
Never mind. I ain't wasting that if it ain't gonna help.
Oh, it's not.
Well, he can still make his rolls. He can make his rolls at normal, but he's also blind.
What? I can't see.
Fireball.
Fireball.
Natural
Other
gravity.
way. Oh Christ.
Let's see what I got prepared here in terms of math.
Okay, Tanis, give me a strength check.
That is a 14.
14. Okay. You managed to pull yourself up into a window. Another round, you'll be able to get back up on the roof. Let's see. Go ahead and give me your climb roll,
Who, me?
Imperious.
That time I got a 20.
All right, you're back up on the roof. You're in the chase.
Excellent.
Jiraiya, perception. 10. You do not see the gap. Give me a
Candace is looking.
dex
Look
save.
out for that step.
15.
Okay, so you stumble and fall off the roof because you didn't see the gap. However, because of your quick reflexes, you crash through the window right below Tanis's feet.
Hi.
Yeah, first step is doozy.
The people occupying that room stop what they're doing and look at you.
Assassin, gotta go.
Okay.
Official Imperial business.
All right. Tanis, give me your climb to get back up on the roof.
Okay. That is a 21.
21. All right, you're back up on the roof. Jiraiya, real quick, what are you planning on doing?
I asked them, is there a quicker way across this building and onto the
They kind of point at the door.
Thank you.
And you go through the door and you basically see that there's a long hallway with a window on the other side.
I'm gonna go out the window and try and gain the roof from up there.
Okay. Well, that'll be the next time.
Across the gap.
Now, Imperious, you are on the roof giving chase. Give me a perception roll.
That's another 20. Yeah, 20.
You see the gap, so give me your acrobatics or athletics to make the jump.
Wow.
Athletics.
Unexpected.
All right, this die is loaded. I've rolled 17 like 3 different times. That's another 20.
That's an awesome die.
I was gonna say that's a good die.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be balanced. It's a game science die.
Yeah, but
That's called statistical aberration.
you managed to make it across.
Okay.
Make it across to the next roof. You're kind of almost right behind Tanis now. Yago, what are you doing?
All right. Is there a way to cross over these sections of the palace without actually hopping from rooftop to rooftop?
Oh no.
Ah, crud. Let's see what I got here.
You
then.
can always go down the stairs and out to the courtyard and hope that you can keep up.
I will try that. I will try.
Okay, you run back inside. One of the guards rushes with you downstairs, out the gates, and into what seems like a parallel course with the chase. And everyone is now going to be like one round ahead of you.
Oh, there we go.
Jiraiya, give me perception real quick.
God, I can't roll to save my life. 7.
7. Well, from what you can tell, you can get on a lower level than the rooftop if you just jump straight through this window.
Oh,
So if you want to try that, or if you want to stop and climb, whichever one.
now I got to get up top. I got to climb up top because I need to know where this guy's going. So,
Well, okay. So while you're making that decision, Tanis and Imperious, give me perception checks.
All right, that time I got a 6.
Okay.
I got a 16.
All right. Tanis sees the gap. Imperious does not. Imperious, give me a dex, and Tanis, give me your acrobatics.
I got another 3.
I got a acrobatics 20.
Okay. As you're approaching the window, Jiraiya, you see Tanis make the leap across. You see Imperious stumble and through some freaking miracle lands on the lower level that's directly across the window from you. Because there's no one else there to save you.
all right. Well, then I'm going to just jump the gap and continue.
All right, give me your acrobatics. You can
12.
12.
That's the sound of them tearing the windows that we broke.
You crash through the window. You run down the hall. You kind of curl up in a ball and you crash straight through the window, over the gap, which is not as big as you thought it was, and you land on the balls of your feet, right on the edge of the next landing, you see Tanis out of the corner of your eye. So if Tanis can see him and you can see Tanis, you're fine.
Right. Head on through.
Head on through. All right. So
I
you
turn
guys,
to Rex and say, "Come on, man."
When he gets to my camp, I'm gonna stumble up and follow him.
Tanis,
Yes.
give me a perception.
Oh, no. God damn you guys. That's an 8.
That's 8. All right. You don't see anything, but you're still on this roof. This is a fairly long building you're on. Jiraiya and Imperius, you come to a dead end. It looks like you might be able to climb up to the level where Tanis is.
Okay. I'm gonna climb up.
All right. Go ahead.
Is that
Athletics.
That's athletics.
Or follow him, or try to maybe I guess he passed him.
is that straight athletics, or can I use acrobatics?
You can use acrobatics.
All right, then it's a 10.
I got 12.
At 12. Okay, you guys managed to scramble up and get on the same level as Tanis. Both of you give me a perception check. Iago, you've been running around trying to keep up. You see them ahead of you. You see Jiraiya and Imperius climb up to a rooftop. You can give me a perception as well.
Okay.
I got a 12 on perception.
You got a 12?
Okay.
I got a 13.
You got a 13?
What's the penalty on perception?
The penalty?
Yeah, because it's daylight, remember?
Oh, you're rolling at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
So 2d20. Take the lower score.
Okay. So just roll 2d20. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that'll be 15. 15 total.
15 total. That's the lower.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys see something out of the corner of your eye. You're not sure what it is. It appears to be red.
How far away is it? I mean,
Pretty good distance ahead of all of you.
Do we still see Monk?
well,
Yeah, he's a good distance ahead of you. The red you're catching out of the corner of your eye. You don't see the yellow robe, except for Jiraiya.
Is it more than 120 feet away?
Yeah. Yeah, this guy had a really big head start, and they all had a head start on you.
Ah, yes. Let's see. Let's arrange my crossbow then.
Who are you shooting at?
Well, I'm gonna try and see if I can shoot at that guy at the.
You don't see the only monk you can see is Jiraiya.
Get
Oh,
to shoot me, man.
the assassin. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't see the assassin.
Oh, yeah. Never mind then. Let's see. I can. That.
Yeah, you guys see a red blur, but you can barely make out the assassin ahead of you.
All right. Well, then gotta continue to pursue, not pursue them.
Can I, while I'm running, whip out the monocle?
Okay.
Through it?
Sure. You don't see anything.
Okay. The red blur is not low.
The red blur was just kind of a red blur.
Oh, all right. It's gone?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's gone.
Oh, okay.
You just
didn't
kind of
see
a blur out of the corner of your eye.
Never mind. I thought it was something that was after us.
Yeah, I thought the red blur was the assassin.
Yeah. It's not the assassin.
All
right. So you guys are running again?
I never stopped. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, the three on the rooftop. Go ahead and each of you give me perception.
Come on, perception.
14.
16.
9.
14, 9.
16.
Jiraiya and Imperius see a very big gap. Like,
Jump on 3.
all right, yeah. They warn you of it, Tanis.
Okay.
So yeah, give me your jumps.
1, 2, 3.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
I got a 9.
9.
You get better than me. I got an 8.
I got a 10.
If we're doing acrobatics.
Oh my
Fucking dice, man. All of them are letting me down.
Okay, so all of you run up and jump.
3.
It's like those cat videos.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't far away these guys again.
You're getting closer. I mean, the guard you're with is kind of clearing the streets for this pursuit. This has slowed them down. If they stop, you'll catch up to them the next round.
They're not falling off the roof yet. Okay.
Oh, they are falling off.
No,
the
we
roof.
fall off a roof, but we can try to save ourselves.
Yeah. So all three of you give me dex.
That's better. That's a 18.
That's 20.
All right.
I got a 22. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. 25.
25. Okay.
My best score.
Jiraiya manages to catch a flagpole sticking out of a wall.
Flip up. Hit the roof.
Yeah, so Jiraiya catches the flagpole. Tanis, you manage to angle yourself down and into a cart of hay. And Imperius, you do the old Buster Keaton through the awnings routine.
Jagged shaped hole.
Oh,
Dragonborn
God.
shaped hole.
So yeah, when does Jiraiya learn double jump? After the first boss battle. Okay, so yeah, Jiraiya's on the flagpole. He's kind of Spider-Manning it on the flagpole. You guys dust yourselves off. Yago catches up.
That's the nothing, man. If I hit that cart, I'm rolling out of it and I start hauling ass again. As soon as I
Okay.
know where I'm at.
Well, he still catches up just because you got to shake it off a little bit. So you guys are. 2 of you are on the ground. 1 of you is almost at the roof. So we'll go with Jiraiya. What are you doing?
I am chasing after the monk and shouting which direction I'm going.
Okay, so you got to get back on the roof.
I need to get back on the roof.
Yeah. So give me your get back on the roof roll.
12.
12. All right. You get back on the roof. He shouts at you guys which direction he's going.
I'll pursue on foot.
All right. Tanis gets up, shakes it off, starts running. What's Imperius doing?
I'm trying to.
Removing himself from his dragon shaped crater.
Am I hurt? Am I?
No, you're not hurt at all.
Okay.
That's what the dex roll was for.
I'm getting up and following him.
Okay. What is your speed?
Direction that he yelled at. I got a 30 feet speed.
You got a 30 feet? Okay. And what's Yago's?
3.
30? Okay. So Yago is right behind you, Imperius. Tanis is a little bit further ahead. Even though they travel at the same speed, Jiraiya got a little bit of a head start.
Yeah, he's also in a better position to keep running than I was.
Yeah. So you guys are running. Jiraiya, give me a perception.
Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20. You see the yellow fabric bounce left. And you have no idea how he made that jump. Because he appears to have jumped across the street. At a diagonal.
Would that be coming across where we are, or is it going?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception because he called out left. So give yourselves a +2.
+2 to that. All right, so it's actually a good perception roll for me for once. That's 18.
Okay.
Whoa. 2 natural 20s in a row.
You get to see the back of his balls as he jumps over you.
Yeah.
Maybe he's into that.
So yeah. No, he's a good bit ahead of you guys. So you see the yellow fabric leap across the road, land on a rooftop on your left.
Yeah, not even breaking stride. Tanis just starts running in the direction he's going.
Okay.
Okay. Iago, since you got a 20,
Yep.
you also see the red blur again.
Is it behind? Is it behind the assassin?
It appears to be behind the assassin. It kind of jumps in and then disappears, and it's a little bit further up. You're not really sure exactly how it's moving like that.
That's weird. But yeah, but I can see the guy now. How far away is he?
Probably about, from you guys, probably about 200 feet.
200 feet? Ah, okay. Yeah. So got to pursue him, and he's getting closer.
All right. So you guys are pursuing.
Yep.
All right. You guys get another couple blocks up. Everybody give me perception.
I have to get down off the building, don't I?
No, you're not parallel with them, but your courses are parallel.
Okay.
13.
Let's see. I got 9.
15. Okay. Jiraiya can still see him. You guys have lost him.
That's Zach and team with 13.
13.
Yeah.
What'd you get, Jiraiya?
15.
15. No, you lost him, Tanis.
Right.
Yeah. He's pretty much running a straight course, parallel to you, Jiraiya.
Yep.
Well, I glanced
And
back
if
at Jiraiya, and if he's still running straight, I'm still running where I was running.
Yeah. Yeah, you can coordinate. You can yell back at them as much as you
just
need to.
keep on going. Keep on going. Keep going straight. I mean, I basically, anytime he does something different, I'm going to let them know what that is.
Okay. Give me another perception real
If
quick.
he's going straight, he's going straight. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone?
No, it's one from Jiraiya.
Oh, one from Jiraiya.
Yeah.
One is not natural.
Okay, you see the red blur too.
Red blur is paralleling or in his wake.
Red blur is the red blur is in his wake,
Yeah.
and it's not like like the Flash kind of a red blur. Just in case that's what you were thinking.
No, I was thinking it was like popping in and out.
Kinda, yeah.
Did it intercept him and then do this, or has it always been behind us since we started seeing?
You assume that he's always been somewhere behind it.
Okay.
Kind of like, so it's basically like a shadow. It's just a red blur.
Right. And I'm sure you guys have a suspicion of who the red blur is.
Yeah. I've read enough of that crap to know who the red blur is. Not that it's crap, but
The red blur. Yeah, it's Clark. He stops. The red blur stops and throws himself in front of a gang of muggers and their crossbow bolts. No. Okay, so you guys getting toward like a tree-lined section?
Clark's dead.
Yeah, Clark's dead.
This is Doomsday Clark.
Yes. So you guys are getting to like an area that's covered with big trees. There's lots of shadows.
Have I run out of?
Not yet.
All right.
Yeah, this jumps are fairly short. Yeah, the jumps have been fairly short, so I'm not making you roll for those because these buildings are tightly packed together. You're getting to a tree-lined area, and as you're chasing him, he runs into the shadows, looks over at you, and you just turned off the lights so they can't see me.
I see your eyes. It's enough.
And he looks over at you, Jiraiya, waves, and disappears.
I was too soon.
So you're here. I'm assuming you stop running because you know what he just did.
Yeah, I know it's useless.
And so you guys see
And
Jiraiya stop.
I tell the judge that he's not going to find him now.
Oh, the judge isn't there. He
The
wasn't
judge
running.
is inside.
It's just a soldier. You guys are kind of standing there on the street.
Running.
Yeah, Tannis curses a bit in Elven, stomps her feet. She really was looking to catch this guy. Son of a bitch.
You guys hear a moaning coming from an alley to the left.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
I don't do this. No, I'm kidding. I'd go check it out.
Okay.
I
You jump down.
follow them at a safe distance.
He
Somebody
crouching tigers it down to the street level.
Safe, useless distance.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys come across Snart laying in a trash heap,
Hey, how did you get here?
a dagger in his gut.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Is he dying?
No, he's not dying, but he's
Yeah.
he's not happy.
I take the knife out and I say, "Do you need medical aid?"
Well, he just took the knife out. I think he does.
Yes.
He was not mortally wounded in vain.
Not mortally
It's not
wounded.
mortal.
All right. Let me see if which one's the one that just heal one person. I think it's cure wounds.
Okay.
I don't have the player's guide open. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not going to make you roll for cure wounds. Just roll whatever the healing is.
Yeah, I don't think you roll for healing spells at all. You just do it.
Yeah. No, I don't have the book open, so I don't know what.
Oh, you don't have how many dice it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think it is
I got it.
half your level or something like that.
1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay. So it would be 1d8 plus your wisdom.
Depending on what slot you're using.
1d3. I'm using the first level slot.
Okay, then that's what it is. 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
1d8 plus 3. And it went off the table. 1d8 plus 3. Oh, 8 plus 3.
Okay.
11.
All right. You wave your hands over him and the wound closes up. And he just kind of sits up and he's like, Damn. Yeah, you Doctor Strange him.
Ooh.
No, that's
Wait,
with
why
a
did you
Glenn.
Ronnie James Dio him?
I didn't. You just didn't see my thumb.
All right, I'm going to go over to the copse of trees where Sojin vanished, and I'm going to just take a look around.
Okay. Now, while you're doing, roll me an investigate.
Somebody with a better
I help
intelligence
Snark up.
modifier should help
Figure
me out.
intelligence.
I could.
I got an 8.
You got an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not really seeing much anything.
Yeah, we didn't really learn much about this stuff in monk school.
In
I
monk school.
go over and
I was eating soup when we were talking about this kind of training.
All right.
You hear me, Rodney?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Go ahead and give me an investigate.
11.
And 11.
Yeah.
You find a piece of rope.
What's this?
It's a piece of rope.
No, that's what she says.
Oh.
She picks up the rope.
Imperious.
Yep.
You've removed the knife from Snart's gut, correct?
Yeah.
Give me an investigate.
Ooh. I got a natural 20.
It seems to be the same knife. The figure in yellow was waving on the roof.
Ah. Is Jiraiya there?
Jiraiya's up on the roof investigating where the figure disappeared. So there you guys are.
Yep.
You got a piece of rope. You got the murder weapon.
Your prints are all over it.
There was monk mustard in the alleyway with this knife.
Prince, what the Prince? I don't understand what you talk about.
And he's
That's
like,
some
no,
sort of
you
decent thing."
idiot. He stabbed me after he jumped off the first roof.
You're a tough little motherfucker, aren't you?
I have a high constitution.
Mm.
Well, let's go and report our findings back to the judge.
I'm a very lucky guy.
Clearly.
It's almost like I'm protected by fate.
Oh, well, come on.
Yes, I too must start with this religion. What did you call it? Rodneyism?
Yeah, well, come on, Red Dish. You might as well go back. There's nothing left here.
All right, so he dusts the garbage off of himself, and you guys head back to the palace.
I pick a banana peel off his head. It's a side.
Snark,
It's like
no,
it's like it paled on one of his horns.
Yeah. I smelled worse, by the way. Personally,
There's this
smelled
soup.
worse.
that we have in the East, made of chicken and noodles.
I hear it's good for the soul.
All right, so you guys get back. You see the judge pacing back and forth. He actually has left the building. He's waiting for you guys to return. He's like, "Well, what did you find?"
The other way.
It's okay. We know who it is.
Oh, enlighten me.
Grandmaster Sojin.
Is this the man you encountered in the forest?
It is.
Hmm. What's that you have there, young lady?
Oh, I show him the rope if I still had it.
The judge looks at the rope. An interesting find. This species of hemp only grows in one location in the country.
Ooh.
The Southeast.
Couldn't that have been grown in the Southeast and sold somewhere else, though?
Yes, but this particular braid work you see, well, that's orc.
Or
Yes.
What's for dinner?
There's only one orc shipyard in the country.
It's
You
in the
bring-
Southeast.
It's in the Southeast. He brings you in.
What about this knife?
He looks at the knife. Young lady.
Hmm?
You give me an intelligence check, Tanis.
You're asking a lot of me, Rodney. 7. It's a
7.
knife.
Does it look familiar to you?
Sure.
It's Elvish.
Huh. Well, with a 7, I definitely don't know where from, but I know it's Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the wizard knows what brand of elf.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, be useful for something.
let me have a look at that there. Let's see. That's intelligence modifier is a 4. 12.
12?
Yeah.
The Clan of the Cloaker. And
Oh.
Tanis,
Hmm.
now you know.
Ooh. That's serious stuff there.
That's your mother's order of assassins.
Mm-hmm.
All of our backstories are converging.
Dun dun dun.
I don't tell them that, but you see Tanis go a little pale.
Huh.
Yeah, because if you guys remember, the world notes, the Dragonborn are from the Southeast.
Dun dun dun. Come on, Nick, that's your revelation.
Nick has wandered off into the nether.
He's stuck in a sandwich or
He's
something.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
eating
He had
ice
a
cream
bowl of
now.
something before he turned his camera on.
Cereal.
Had to make sure that you knew it was cereal.
Yep. So, you guys have determined that there is something going on in the Southeast where the Dragonborn come from, near an Orcish shipyard, and it involves an order of elvish assassins
Ooh.
and the former head or former Grand Master of Jiraiya's order. And congratulations, you guys have survived Chapter 3.
I'm coming home, coming home.
And
I need to send a messenger pigeon.
give me, you guys,
Candace wants to drink. She's not excited about this revelation of the dagger.
give yourselves 50 experience points each.
Cool.
the chase.
Cool.
Did you say 50?
We didn't catch him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We weren't gonna catch him.
you weren't going to catch him.
No.
It was worth the effort, though.
It was fun.
we're
It was
level
fun.
All right, so if you want to close it out, Steve.
Right on. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching to the special. What do they call those things? Flash Mob D&D, Cursed Earth.
Oh,
Chapter
we
3.
flashed y'all, right? We flashed you.
If you want more role-playing action, tune tomorrow to this channel for Friday Fungi and the Wild Weird West and the Weird Wild West.
That we are, partner. Wild West.
And then on Saturday, we will take you to Star Creek, where we will discuss the metaliest, doomiest, weirdest novel I've read.
Yes.
since the last Metalliest Weirdest novel I've read.
That also had D&D in it.
That's true. And then Monday, probably Harvest, right, Nick?
Yeah.
And with that, good night, Gracie.
Good
Good
night.
night.
And Gracie.